chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and
11
10.
MT. 11 MT.
First and 10. Here's Brown. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
At the 47-yard line.
180.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the gun, a give to Brown. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early lead. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Anderson. That's complete to White. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pickup there. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Here's 2nd and 7. Anderson. He'll check this down to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Crunch. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
8 yards. And it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on a little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Here we go, here we go.
It's second and
180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down.
180.
Option play, here's a give to Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And 10 at their 49-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
12.
This is Brown on the draw play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Cut. Can.
Burrow looking to pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The visitors' offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Ready. First down.
52 blue. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Come on, set. Cut.
Off the play fake. Mitchell. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Anderson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
The 27-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did.
Here we go.
Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The kicker here, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have broken our ties. They take the lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well-designed, and it's a quick first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Anderson. He's got his man. It's running. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off play action. Anderson looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. He's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Anderson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Gun.
To the air again, Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas.
Hey, we got
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 13.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Let's go now. 7-2.
To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Set, go.
Back to throw. Anderson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals 20. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they run standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Anderson, a final shot before break. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll find Bateman once more. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Now Anderson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Anderson. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Anderson throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The LSU connection. Burrow to chase for the Cincinnati first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
11.
at the 46.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
What is up? 180.
Again, it's Burrow. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a short one to Gesicki. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
11 MT tape.
On the option left, it's Burrow. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a 2nd and 2.
12.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and goal at the 9-yard.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they can...
Touchdown! A big play there. 73 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Let's get set. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
180.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At the 37-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, can.
They give us up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Here we go. 180.
He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
11.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
11.
An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 25 yards that time.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by force forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
Visitors 34.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Right 80. Right.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
As they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air again. Burrow can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. This is 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 37.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 4. 1:53 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
11. Can.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
11, Thomas.
Throwing, Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10.
Right, 80, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Now Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
We're good.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
11 MT, pace.
To throw, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. So now the story changes. Trailing by a field goal. 34 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Hold it ready. Let's go.
Back to throw. That is caught, Bateman. And that's going to be a first down to the 30 as he's brought down inbounds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another try, second and 10 now. Back to throw. Finds White. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's back to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
1-1, ready?
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
180.
Right back to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
180. 11 MT. 11 MT. .180.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
McPherson on for the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first throw here in overtime. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
Anderson's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Anderson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.